Hello, this is Purple Rosa and I'm continuing on in Elsweyr. In this one I'm continuing on with the main Elsweyr quest. It's called Two Queens and it was where we have to talk to someone called Aneshi because we are going to use him to infiltrate into the palace in Rimmen and hopefully kill Abnathan's half-sister, Euryxia. Aggro Minota. So here we are. Oh, Chimera's here. But yeah, we'll kill this Minota. And he's gone. So why is Chimera here?
I do not want to shock the old Castellan. You speak with him first. Prepare him, so that when he learns a member of the royal family still lives, he does not faint or run away or do anything rash.
Okay, why would he do anything rash? The Shrine Keeper. He was the custodian of the palace, I think Abnathan said, and he will help us get in.
Old Aneshi doesn't get many visitors, friend. Few find much comfort in the ancient tales of Kunzari during these trying times. Wait, Aneshi recognizes your friend. She is grown now, more serious, but this one knows Princess Chimera by Jode.
She's Queen Chimera now, and she remembers you too. We need your help.
Aneshi's beloved wife, Zyma, worked with the militia for a time after we avoided Euryxia's purge of the palace. Passed along information until the Euryxians caught her. They killed her in the palace courtyard. If Aneshi can help, he will do so.
Good. We're going to assault Rimmen Palace, but we need a way to slip inside without being spotted.
Then you need to enter the palace crypts. A forgotten passage in the crypts leads to the royal kitchens.
Ah.
Aneshi will write down directions to where he hid his master key. The key opens a door in the sewer under the palace that leads to the crypts.
I'll take the directions and go find your master key. Well,
Jode above. Old Aneshi can hardly believe his eyes. Princess Chimera.
It is truly me, Castellan. But I am Queen Chimera now. We will throw the usurper from my father's throne.
We stayed close to the castle. Zyma, my brave and beloved wife, she passed information to the militia until the vile Euryxians got her. After that, Aneshi came here to restore this ancient shrine. This one will help you as best he can, my queen.
I will visit with Aneshi, Five Claw. Recover the master key and meet me in Rimmen.
sure. So this was a shrine to Kunzari. Interesting. So take Aneshi's note. Follow the road to the west for a short time, then turn left where the road forks. Veer slightly north off the road at the tilted pillar. Among the scattered ruins, look for the ancient stairs. Then a fallen spire points the way. Twin spiny pinks. Zamia's favourite flower grow near a wall. Dig beneath the second window on the far side, where the dirt is piled in a mound. The master key should be there. I hope it has a location on my map. Good. Okay, so there's other books here to read. Oh no, Kunzari tablets. So where's verse 1? Kunzari says, war is like the two moons, always there but not always seen. True, true.
I've got a lot to do here.
Kunzari says, in the spring, when moon sugar shoots are young and tender, Khajiit must learn to step carefully and leave no trace of their passage. This is the way of the silent paw. Verse 3. Kunzari says, if Khajiit has much gold but no claws, they have no wealth, only shiny objects. Huh. The last one. Kunzari says, walk silent and unseen to your enemy's back and slide a dagger in their ribs before disappearing in the night. That is the Khajiit way. Huh. So we'll go get this master key, which will help us get into the catacombs under the palace. I'm glad he's helping us because, as he said, the Euraxians killed his wife. And he wants the Khajiit back on the throne. Well, a Khajiit royal back on the throne. What is this place? Seek the tilted pillar. Okay, tilted pillar. Oh, look at this place. Get a better look at this. So seek the tilted pillar. Tilted? Is that it? Guess that's not it. Oh, over here. Oh, that's Orcrest. So here's the master key. Cool. A good hiding spot for a master key. No one would ever find it there. Oh, this landscape. I know I've said this before. Ah, but it's amazing. Look at that. It's like kind of like Pride Rock, but not really. The Lion King. So, gotta go rendezvous in Rimmen now. But I'll just see if this boss is up over here. If not, we will continue on. Oh no, it is, but... Oh, what is it? It's one of those cats. Khajiits. So he died and walked off. I doubt I can solo this. So we will continue back to Rimmen. How do I get to Rimmen from here? Guess I go back up there. This is gonna hurt. So yeah, back up here. So, rendezvous in Rimmen, obviously with San and Chimera. Let's get this infiltration underway. use my mount. So we want to go this way. Oh, look at that. I wish we could get up there just to... Because if we could walk along there, just seeing the view... Amazing. Would be amazing. So, over this way? Oh, Cadwell's here too.
Five Claw, over here.
This city, Rimmen, I believe I visited this place long ago. It was newer then, not quite as large, and there were definitely fewer Euraxians. I'm almost certain about that.
Well, if it was decades ago, she wouldn't have even been born yet. You're remembering more about the time before you became a soul shriven.
It seems that before I became the emaciated epitome of perfection standing before you, I was the miscreant the world knew as Cadwell the Betrayer. My recollections of that time are all jumbled up like pieces of broken pottery in a burlap sack.
What do you think changed you?
I've been wondering about that myself. Was it the transition from life to death? When I turned into a soul shriven, perhaps the centuries I spent wandering around scenic Cold Harbor? Who can tell? I'm just glad that I'm no longer a monumental ass.
Me too. Have you had any more visions through the eyes of your severed head?
I've seen things that would curdle the cream in your cabbage pie. My original head is a menace, and that necromancer, Zumov Thum, he's even worse. They collected a pile of body parts. I think they're me, or the old me. It's all quite confusing.
Yeah, it is a bit confusing. Are you sure you're up to helping us assault the palace?
Wouldn't miss it for all the shackles in Cold Harbor. I live for this kind of adventure. Besides, I want to make sure they don't get around to reassembling my old body. One of me is quite enough. Two is definitely out of the question.
Especially if your other... Well, especially if the betrayer is evil. I'd rather have you around than the evil one.
I assume you recovered the master key? Oh, fragrant, my friend. I have waited a long time to return to the palace. My home. Tarn will describe the plan to you. I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
You really grew up in Rimmen Palace?
Do you doubt my claim, Five Claw? No, no. Sometimes I find it hard to believe as well. I was barely 13 when the soldiers attacked. My father, King Hemakar, thought the new emperor had sent troops to bolster our defenses. He was wrong.
Why did Euraxia attack Rimmen?
Not just Rimmen. All of Anequina. The usurper queen hired an army and conquered our land to assuage her pride, her greed. She wanted to be a queen, so she killed my parents and subjugated my people. With your help, that ends today.
I'm in! How did you survive the execution of the royal family?
My father's bodyguard, the King's Claw, escorted me to an adeptorium. I insisted on visiting the Grand Adept of the Desert Wind, and my father acquiesced. We were there when Euraxia attacked. Later, he took me to Gareshri. I never saw him again.
Oh, that's a shame. Her bodyguard probably went to exact revenge, but he maybe failed. So yeah. Who else is here? We've got Tharn. Oh, Zamorak's here. Sweet.
This one feels the weight of responsibility. It bears down like a boot upon my tail.
You mentioned something in Riverhold after I killed the dragon. Something about you and Chimera?
Zamorak says many things. This one's words jump out of their own accord like fish leaping from a stream. Pay them no mind. We have much to do, Walker. Now is not the time to dredge up events that happened long ago.
Zamorak, if you have something to tell me, I want to hear it.
You asked Zamorak about his exile and why he returned. This one supposes he needs to tell someone, so it might as well be you, Walker. Zamorak was once more than just a humble adept. He was plucked from his studies and forged into a king's claw.
Oh, you served Chimera's father.
Zamorak set aside his studies to protect the king and the royal family. But Zamorak failed. In the end, this one could save only Chimera. After that, I exiled myself and dedicated my life to peaceful contemplation.
Ah, so he's the one that saved Chimera and then disappeared. Wow. You blamed yourself for what happened to the royal family, so why did you decide to return?
Zamorak dreamed that Elsweyr was in danger, that Joan and Jode wanted me to return, to face my failure and help Chimera take back her throne. That is what Zamorak thinks. That is what Zamorak will do. But do not tell Chimera. Not yet.
I won't. I'm surprised she doesn't recognize you though, but she was 13 at the time. Kunzari Tales 2. One of the times Anequina saved Kunzari, Ni Quinn called Anequina sharp tongue in the common language of Cyrodiil, wandered the land for many moons as Kunzari boon companion. Some called them lovers, which they were at times. Others called them heroes, for they certainly accomplished heroic deeds. One such deed involved the Malma. During their travels together, Kunzari and Anequina visited the island of Kanathi's Roost. The sea elves and the catfolk coexisted on the island, sometimes on friendly terms, sometimes not. This particular event occurred during one of the later periods. There are several versions of this tale. Some focus on how Kunzari saved the day, but the one I like best paints a picture of a different hero. Here is the version of the story. One of the sea elf captains, a brute by the name of Linvalor, kidnapped the daughter of a moon priest and refused all efforts of negotiation for her release. Anequina said she had an idea, but Kunzari rushed off to save the moon priest's daughter before she could stop him. As crafty and powerful as Kunzari was, he could also be reckless. This recklessness allowed Linvalor and his crew of Malma cutthroats to capture the would-be hero without too much fuss or bother. Now it fell to Anequina to rescue both the moon priest's daughter and Kunzari. How can you succeed when even the great Kunzari failed? Asked the moon priest. Anequina purred. This one will simply do what she does best. The sea elf doesn't stand a chance. So Anequina walked bravely into Linvalor's camp, ignoring the many sword-wielding pirates to stride directly to where the sea elf captain was gambling with his officers. They were involved in a closed game of Deceiver's Discs, also called Sword and Shields, and didn't even notice her until she was right on top of them and said, that one looks like an interesting game. Can anyone play, or do you only accept gold from wet-eared elves? Intrigued and attracted to Anequina's poise and confidence, Linvalor offered her a seat and dismissed the rest of his crew. We will play, Linvalor said, but not for gold. If I win, then you will sail with me for 30 days and 30 nights as my slave and companion. Anequina feigned shock at such a proclamation, And if this one wins? She asked slyly. Linvalor laughed. No cat, especially no female cat, has ever bested me in anything. So name your prize cat and let's play. Very well, Anequina said. If this one wins, then all three of us, the Moon Priest's daughter, Kunzari, and me, walk away free and clear. Captain Linvalor, confident that his victory was assured and eager to get the Catwoman into his bed, agreed. The match that followed was intense, with Linvalor bluffing and bellowing his way through every round of play, while Anequina pretended ignorance of the rules and fear of every rattle of the disc tumbler. Both were expert players, however, and after many rounds and consumption of an inordinate amount of wine, it all came down to this. Linvalor had 2 discs remaining, while Anequina had only 1. The opponents rattled their remaining discs in their respective tumblers. Then, with much deliberation, they smacked the tumblers down to set the discs so that either their sword side or shield side was face up under the container. Linvalor lifted the tumbler slightly and took a quick peek underneath one each of a sword and shield before covering his 2 discs again. Anequina simply smiled, not bothering to look at all. Linvalor knew there were 2 of one symbol between them. He just had to accurately guess whether it was 2 swords or 2 shields. 2, he started, trying to glean anything from Anequina's calm expression. Shields, he finished, but it came out more like a question than a statement. Oh, you are such a deceiver, Captain, Anequina said, lifting her tumbler to reveal her disc, a sword. Linvalor wiped sweat from his brow as he plucked one of his discs and set it aside. Last toss of the disc, Captain, she said as they each added their single remaining disc to their tumblers and started shaking them. Anequina blew the sea elf a kiss as she slammed her tumbler down. With a growl, he did the same. Linvalor lifted his tumbler just enough to check. His disc was shield side up. Once again, Anequina refused to check on her disc, so without bothering to check, she said, 2 shields. Since it is obvious that between the 2 of us, neither of us has a sword. They each lifted their tumblers to reveal they each tossed a shield. Cheater, Linvalor bellowed as he stood, scattering the game components and spilling what remained of the wine. Now, Captain, Anequina scolded. This one has heard that if nothing else, sea elves were as good as their word. Let us go, and Anequina will return in a year and a day for another game. Reluctantly, the captain agreed. Next time the outcome will be different, Cat. This one looks forward to it, she purred. As they departed with the Moon Priest's daughter between them, Kunzari asked, You cheated, yes? Anequina gave him an innocent look. And do you really plan to play him again? Anequina laughed. Of course! How else will this one get one of those sleek pirate ships? Ah, she's good. She's good, this Anequina. So we'll talk to Abnathan now to continue this.
I may not have figured out Chimera's true identity, but things have been hectic since I met her. Zamorak, though, he was easier to surmise. I recognized the bearing of the King's Claw the moment I saw him. Did you find us a way into the palace?
The old Castellan suggests we enter through the crypts. He gave me the master key.
The crypts? So that means another delightful trek through the sewers. The overwhelming stench of excrement still lingers from our last visit. Ah well. I have another task for you to deal with first, however.
Suck it up, Tharn. Suck it up. What do you need me to do?
The siege weapons aim down into the city. We need to disable them before Euraxia realizes she's under attack, or she'll destroy Rimmen just to spite us. Meet Nalado and destroy 2 of the installations. Chimera will take care of the 3rd.
That I can do. You think Zamorak was the King's Claw? Well, I just talked to him before.
Just thinking out loud. A habit I acquired during my time in the archives at White Gold Tower. Zamorak once served as a royal protector. From his bearing and the way he hovers near Chimera, he had to be one of the King's Claws. It's quite obvious.
If you say so, I'll go help Captain Nalado destroy the siege weapons now.
Captain Nalado's waiting for you near the siege weapons. Work with her to put them out of commission. Once we see the weapons go up in flames, we'll head out and rendezvous with you at the sewer entrance.
Won't that also alert Euraxia to our presence?
I'm counting on it. After you and Nalado destroy the first 2 platforms and Chimera deals with the 3rd, Euraxia will order her troops into the streets to defend the city. That will mean fewer soldiers inside the palace to hamper our assault.
That is a smart idea. What are you going to be doing while Nalado, Chimera, and I deal with the siege weapons?
Zamorak, Cadwell, and I will make our way to the sewers and deal with any Euraxians stationed there. Can't have them raise an alarm and alert my half-sister to our true intentions. Are you insinuating that my contributions are lacking?
Not at all. I just wanted to know what you'd be doing while I take out the catapults. No insinuations were intended, Tharn.
I thought you might be remarking on how spellcasting seems to leave me drained. Or perhaps you were implying that this was my fault for accidentally releasing the dragons from the halls of Colossus. No matter. Do your job, and I'll do mine.
I know you were trying to... I wasn't insinuating anything at all. Where should I meet Captain Nalado?
The good captain waits near the palace. She went on ahead to scout the area and determine what opposition you might encounter at the siege weapon platforms. I appreciate that level of planning, especially since it's rare to see among the Khajiit.
So we're the strike force. What about Garishri and the rest of the militia?
Someone needs to remain behind and organize what remains of the militia. The Speaker of the Main is best suited to the task. Besides, if we fail, though we won't, someone needs to respond when Euraxia unleashes death and destruction upon the city.
Yep, that's true. So, you said Zamorak might have been one of the King's Claws. What does that mean?
The King's Claws were an elite squad of agents loyal to King Hemakar of Rimmen. They protected the king and the royal family, undertook special missions, all very hush-hush. It's a guess, but if I'm right, it explains much about Zamorak.
Does. I already chose that option. I don't know why it's not greyed out. So, we have to go take out these siege weapons. Can I get into the city from here? No, I have to enter through the front.
I'll get to the far bastion. Best we don't travel together.
Best that we don't. So, we'll go check out these siege weapons.
Come witness the miracle at Sunspire.
What's this?
This one lost friends in Haven, but you avenged them, I hear. Many owe you their thanks.
I'll come back and grab that.
Behold divinity with your own eyes. Join us in the worship of Alkosh. Do you hear it? The roar of the first cat on the wind.
I'll come back and do that quest. I'll stick
You will
to...
become a believer soon enough.
I'll come back. I'll stick to doing the catapults, which is important to take them down first, otherwise she'll destroy the city, which we don't want to happen. So can't believe Tharn thought I was insinuating that he's not helpful. Just wanted to know what he was doing while we were taking out the catapults. But that's Tharn for you. So here's Captain Nalado.
5 Claw, good, good. We have work to do. Are you ready to disable the siege weapons and wreak some more havoc?
I'm ready. What's the plan?
The soldier guarding the gate to the south weapons platform appears bored. This one plans to give her something to get excited about. When she leaves her post, slip through the gate and set fire to the siege weapons. Be quick, 5 Claw.
There's only a single soldier guarding the south weapons platform?
At the gate, yes. This one observed a few more soldiers on the platform, but not many. The usurper queen feels secure in Rimmen. We're about to change that. After this one deals with the soldier, I will move on to the north platform. Meet me there.
Alright, I'll set fire to the siege weapons on the south platform.
Watch as Nalado becomes a sleek Uraxian soldier. Gah! How do they see with this thing on?
Whoa. So how are we gonna get in?
Aneshi has been spotted in the market. Hurry!
Finally, some action.
How can a Uraxian mistake Captain Nalado for another Uraxian because she's a Khajiit? So, oh. Have to destroy the trebuchets? Easy. Weird how they only have one guard though, but Uraxia thinks she's got control. So we gotta go destroy the...
Nalado will deal with the soldier. Oh, this one can't wait to get out of this dungy armor.
I could tell.
The south platform is under attack.
Stupid cats! Wait, I better warn my lieutenant first.
Yep. You were saying?
Go, destroy the siege weapons. Nalado will clean up this mess.
Sure. Yeah, you do have a good view from the city here. Kind of.
This way. We should be able to watch Queen Carmira destroy the far platform from over here.
Hopefully. It all goes to plan. From over where?
She did it! Now let's meet the others at the sewer entrance.
Cool, let's go. Where's this sewer entrance? Down here. Let's just... Probably would have died if I went fully down there. Go around.
Here come the others now.
Infiltrate!
Zamorak does not like the idea of Queen Camille.
I will go with Tarn. Captain Nalado can lead the others.
Barely queen for a day, and already she's giving orders.
I want to go with Sarn though.
Zamorak does not like the idea of Queen Chimera going off alone with just Abner Tharn to protect her.
I'll go. Oh, Cadwell's here.
Why are we all standing around out in the open? That's a terrible way to sneak up on someone. Believe me, I've tried.
Not really.
Abner Tharn makes an excellent point. Even this small group is too large. We stand out like a shaved Elfique. I will teleport into the palace with Tharn, while you and the others use Aneshi's key to gain entry through the crypts.
Who would dare shave an Elfique? Won't Eurexia have the palace on high alert?
Probably, but she has no reason to believe that the small strike force is attempting to breach the palace defenses. With the destruction of the weapons platforms, she should order her soldiers into the streets to repel our militia.
That sounds like a lot of wishful thinking.
Perhaps. But by Joan and Jode above, this plan will work. It has to. I will throw Eurexia from the battlements and reclaim my family's throne. This I swear in my father's name. Then we can deal with the necromancers and the dragons.
Yep. I believe that.
Ordering me around like I'm one of her subjects, the very idea. But we do need to split up. I sense defensive spells in place that will be triggered if a group of our size moves around beneath the palace.
What kind of spells will we trigger?
Alarms, most certainly. Possibly snares to trap us, if my half-sister is feeling generous. More likely, explosive runes. Messy, but effective for keeping out unwanted guests.
Yep. Why can't you just teleport all of us into the palace?
Will these ignorant questions never end? Eurexia has powerful magic of her own. The palace is warded against that sort of intrusion. I'll have to get inside the wards before I open a portal, and even then, teleportation will be risky.
So why risk it?
Our chances of success increase exponentially if we divide into two groups. Make your way through the crypts and into the palace. We'll meet up there. But be prepared. Once Eurexia knows we're near, we'll all be needed to finish her off.
Yes. Who am I going with?
A queen should not rush into danger. It is unseemly. This one should be at her side to keep her safe. Nalado will follow orders, though. We must make our way through the crypts and into the palace before Chimera gets into too much trouble, yes?
She can handle herself. Is it really a good idea to split up our party?
Chimera is queen now, so this one must do as she says. There are dangers ahead, regardless of whether we stick together or not. But we have a better chance of reaching the usurper queen if we approach from multiple directions.
Chimera can handle herself, and she will be with Abner Tharn.
Yes, and if anything happens to our new queen, this one will have Tharn's head on a platter. We waste too much time, Five Claw. Are you ready to enter the sewers and find the door to the crypts?
Let's go find the crypt door.
I'll scout ahead. Tally-ho!
Tally-ho! So, we have to enter the sewers now and infiltrate the palace and kill Queen Eurexia. But I'm going to end this one here and we'll continue this on in the next one. I will see you around. Thanks for watching.